Today we are gonna make pizza. Last time I did make a little video where I just prepared the dough. So if you want the ingredients, is 250 grams flour, 125 milliliter warm water, like lukewarm, then half a bucket of dried yeast, little salt, enough sugar, and a little bit of oil, and then mix that well with your machine or whatever you're using. Like I'm always using my little machine. You can also knead it with the hands, it doesn't take forever. That goes for 3 medium pizzas or 2 normal ones. And I've already had my dough in the oven. It has risen beautifully. It's a little liquid today, so I'm gonna figure it out. I will be figuring out if we need more flour or no. I think I might add a little bit more flour because that's a little sticky, guys. That's a little sticky though. I think, yeah, it's a bit much sticky. So, hope you had a restful day. I spent mine in a bathtub and then I watched the new series, the L series. Like, I don't know if you've watched it yet, but it's on my Prime and it's so funny. I love her more than in the movies. Because she has this naiveness that is actually dangerous. It's so funny. I'm just gonna record this as a live. I could do that as a little video, but I thought we can be a little bit chatty today. I have already made a little video today for my Self-Love Reiki Club Instagram page that is supposed to be inclusive for everybody and also invites in non-spiritual tribe. So we can sit together, we can meditate, we can chat, we can share coffee, we can make clay masks, we can make salts, we can do crafting, we can learn about recipes. Like, that's all on my plan. And that's all part of Self-Love Reiki Club 2. Like, it's sometimes, like, it's not gonna go the in-depth with those things, but it's very practical. You always learn a little bit. We can go on bike rides, like there are lots of things to do. And always concentrate a little bit on the self-love magic and a little bit of Reiki. But mostly it's about you showing up for yourself and connecting with similar people and just, yeah, find out more about your own journey with self-love, self-care tools and inspiration. And always on my page, gonna find inspiration, gonna find to-dos, gonna find recipes, a little invite for events probably next year though. So that's all it is. I've a little bit distracted my little video, so if you want to check it out, it's already uploaded on my page in case you are interested to know more. And it is gonna be a very inclusive place, so everybody's welcome, every gender is welcome, all age groups are welcome, spiritual people, non-spiritual people, blue, red, white hair, no matter who you are. Like Self-Love Reiki Club is meant for everybody. If you're interested in caring about yourself and you need a little time for yourself and you love surrounded by a group, like it's a group program, and also the inspiration is for everybody on the Instagram page. And I will be adding a little bit of Reiki sometimes. We're gonna do a little bit of meditation sometimes, but I have that in my flyer. So if you don't want to do spiritual anything, if you feel a little bit pushed by just people talking about staying calm and being calm, you can come on those days where it's probably just gonna be about sharing circle, or you can join in for like self-care tools. You can learn about it, you can try it. You know, there's so many things. You can get electrical massage pillows. You know, we're gonna try out things. You can see what you like. You can also get the time to get to know it, and you can also always book a session with me, a Reiki session, like next year probably, or you can book a sound bar, so you can also get one-on-one time. You can get one-on-one chat time. We can talk about things. We can find your own self-care routine if you crave that. If you want a little update, I'm all into that. We can write it out for you. And like meditation is not a must in this case. It's just an invitation. You don't have to. So that is my dough now. It's not liquid anymore, which is great. So I have my own little favorite now. It's my first summer that I made my own pizza. But that's what you're becoming on the countryside, a really good cook. Because there are not that many restaurants and I'm a good cook. So I did accept the challenge to make my own. When I came, I made my own Mexican food. I got a little great cookbook that was even very non-pricey or maybe free on Kindle, maybe unlimited, I don't know, but I loved all of the recipes. I made them for like a long, like I think half of the autumn in the first year that I came here. I've been cooking Mexican because I don't know, it was a little bit different. I missed a little bit the city and the opportunities and all. So yeah, that's what I need. And now I've nailed homemade pizza for me, and I'm gonna share with you how I make my favorite pizza. And so this is the dough. I have a little video where I'm making it, but just basically put together 250 grams of flour and a little sugar, like 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon salt, or maybe a little less. I don't know what your craving is with salt. Then add 1 teaspoon of oil, olive oil is what I do, and then lukewarm 125 milliliter of water, kneading it through probably until it's well shaped, firm and round, and then into the oven. Like I always put my yeast dough into the oven for rising, because it's never rising outside. It never, for me, that never works. It's best, it does rise best in the oven. Just 35 degrees and it's good. It's good. This is my tomato sauce. I make my own, but you can buy a ready-made one. There are really good ones in the store too. And it's just my little leftover pieces from last time. So I'm gonna make mozzarella, tomato pizza, and corn and bacon pizza. And then probably one more corn and bacon pizza, because that's gonna be 3 medium pizzas. So just tomato puree, tomato sauce to your liking. Like, I love tomatoey pizza, but not everybody likes the same tomatoey pizza. And yeah. Just a little tomato sauce. I am adding basil because I just recently bought one and I like the flavor, and also with the tomato and mozzarella it's a nice flavor. You can also do oregano if you want. Probably gonna add oregano to my corn pizza. Then I'm adding a little bit of salt. And sugar too, because I always add sugar to tomatoes because the flavor comes out very nice. It's just a little bit of sugar. So now getting my mozzarella, and that's it for the first round. And I will maybe, but let's just do the corn pizza for next because that's a little bit more fun. So getting olive oil. Getting olive oil, drizzling it in a good pan, like that will go into the oven. Gonna put my oven onto 180 degrees Celsius. Then have a good firm pan, not very plasticky, and also make sure that this is not a plastic griff, or what's the name, holder, pan holder. This is a firm kind of plastic that's oven proof. You need an oven proof pan. Then little oil in there. Take your pizza dough, like that's actually quite a bit much of dough. I will make it a little smaller size. So now I just, like this, I just do it in a practical manner, like I'm just improvising because I have not great options with pizzeria and restaurants in my area, and I miss pizza. So I'm just making this little pizza size. The yeast dough had already risen, so just kneaded it again and added a little bit more flour, adding my pizza sauce, like that. Then mozzarella, and you can also use shredded pizza cheese, any cheese you like. See what you like make it your own. That's the perfectly nice thing about home baking, is that you can really make it your own. And then just kind of thinly slicing it onto the pizza. Probably gonna use all of the mozzarella for this one, because that's that's not the only layer, right? That's the corn pizza we're making now. Adding this on, that should be fine. And then just putting corn on top. I'm gonna also get paprika, I think. And then I'm gonna shred a little bacon too. I love corn pizza and pineapple pizza too. Like that's one of my favorite tastes. So now this is preparing, but I need to be shredding the bacon quickly. Just put it in my small little pizza and my small little mixer bowl. it was frozen. I got it fresh from the farmer's market, and then, because I don't want to be rushing, because it does get moldy in the fridge if I'm not immediately eating it. So I froze it, and it has the absolute nice taste again. And then just quickly adding enough bacon for this meal. And like I'm gonna do 2 corned bacon ones, and this just goes into the mixer because it shreds it in 2 minutes, very nice and fine. And that's how I like it best on my pizza. Like, I know like British, Americans, they have very sliced up bacon. This is Austrian bacon. There's not that much in slices. Most people eat it in a big piece, and then they cut it up in however much they want, and then it goes into the fridge again. And many people have that most days. They eat bacon for dinner mostly. And I also like bacon for dinner, and you just slice it up to your liking, like very thinly or medium or whatever, and then eat it with dark bread, you know, Austrian bread, farmer's bread is very dark, also whole wheat, so very good for the stomach. And then add cheese and veggies and pickles and whatever you like to that too. So getting the mixer on, and it takes absolutely no time. And you have very shredded bacon. That's perfect for the pizza, or if you crumble it on pasta or something. You can also shred bacon very creamy, and then it's actually a spread. A typical spread for the is for the bread. Like, that's also favorite. You get it in every Austrian supermarket. You can find that. Farmers make it. You can make it if you want to. Like, I never make it myself because I think it has a special kind of bacon that is used for this kind of bread spread. So that's it. So just now adding back the bacon on. Adding more because there is enough. So adding more. And now just putting on a little paprika slice, and then we start the pan on the oven on the highest level. So this goes on. And now just putting on the stove. Like it, if you prepare the dough, it is made one pizza. Just layer it 10 minutes into fry it on the pan, because the crust gets very nice and crunchy and very more an interest flavor to me. Like I find it boring, just yeast dough can be quite boring sometimes, but like if it goes into the pan first and then the pan goes into the oven for 15-20 minutes, you have very good flavorful pizza and pizza dough. And it's obviously not as good like actual Italian pizza, but it's better than a frozen pizza for me, and I also like frozen pizza. So for me, that is great. And I'm glad that I found this recipe, and I made it up a little bit because I got the idea from making French white bread, and that is actually put into a very hot pan, and then it goes into the oven for 45 to 50 minutes and has a very lovely crust, very thick, very dark. And then I just used it for naan bread and also pizza dough, and it has absolutely amazing flavor. And now I think for the pizza it's best to put it onto the oven first, so it does fry 1 minute, 1.5 minutes on very high heat, and then you kind of smell the dough is cooking, and then I put it into the oven, and then it has a little crustiness and interesting flavor, and like the pizza is not sticky. If you put in oil first, it's fine. Once I tried it without the oil because I was a little bit unsure if I want it on my bread. It was a little bit sticky, but I did get it out. But it is a little bit sticky though. So that is just gonna cook on there. And I have probably 3 more pizzas to do, and the dough is rising in the meantime again. So the yeast is going great. Also this already, like it's not every time that the yeast is that strong, but it has been quite a warm day. I'm probably gonna open the window a little bit. And the door is quite warm. Maybe reducing the light so we don't get the flies in. That's another fly. It's very hot. It's been very hot today. Very hot, but fine. Now I start smelling. Great. The dough is cooking. It's on very high heat. I'm just waiting half a more minute, and then it goes into the oven. Obviously, don't forget little cloth because it will be hot. That's a little bit training for the mine because usually the pan holder is not hot. So I did sometimes burn my hand when I make stew in a normal pot. I do sometimes forget while I'm cooking and all. Like I'm a thinker. I forget sometimes what I am actually doing, and I grabbed the pot and it was hot. So I learned the hard way not to burn my hand again. So I think that is fine. I will be making sure that this is not sticking onto the pan. And now, so I can move it easily out of the pan again. And now it goes into the oven. 180, 200 degrees. I forgot a baking table, guys. This is real life, the cooking. And that's also very me. And now, basically, that pizza is done. And I think I will stop the live. I'm gonna upload it, and then, or maybe that's fine, I don't know. I think we already did 25 minutes. So I will be doing 3 more medium pizzas. So I will be eating that pizza probably, and then I already have the next pizza in, and then make 2 more, and then I will be freezing those fresh, and then they are awesome, just on 60 degrees or so warming them again on another day, and you have kind of fresh, kind of healthy pizza. Like, pizza is actually fast food that is not super unhealthy, so I'm interested. And the next pizza that I will be making is one with tomato sauce and mozzarella, and then when it's baked, fresh tomatoes on top. That's what I am craving today. But what I love with pizza is that everybody can really make whatever they crave, whatever what you have in your house, like cheese, ham, um, spinach, sheep cheese is something that people like, tuna, did I say bacon, corn, pineapple. You can be creative. I love melanzani, I love zucchini, I love my homemade veggie pizza. Like, I never get veggie pizza when I'm out because I'm always wanting to try favorites, like the homemade pizza style. And my favorite is probably, if I'm at an Italian restaurant, I would probably have the stone oven baked pizza with Parma ham and rucola and tomatoes. That's my favorite. I like the combination of the pizza dough and the salty, meaty Parma ham. So that's what I like to get out. But so I could get Parma ham next time and make that in my house. That's not perfect, like, but it's just cozy and like easy food after swimming. You can just prepare the dough. It can be rising while you're away. It's probably gonna be quite warm in the kitchen on sunny summer days, so they have no problem with the dough. And if you need inspiration, you can find it. You can make a vegan version, obviously. Just add another cheese, camembert with cashew camembert. You can make cashew cream, just cashews with water and a little salt. If you want, you can add yeast flakes, a little bit, not too much. I don't know, it's very intense. I don't like it, especially with yeast, though. I don't know. But just throw it over your wet cheese, and then you can crumble on there seeds. If you like seeds, that's nice. You can fry tofu with a nice spice, that's nice, and crunchy even. You can make that crunchy, that's nice and flavorful. And if you know tempeh, that's also soy based. You can slice it very thinly and make it very crusty, and it's a very delicious taste too. So you can just make it whatever you like, and like, you can just put on there whatever you put on your toast. I'm probably gonna put on a cooked egg, like just fried in the pan, not with water. And because I like the bacon, and I'm also gonna add garlic oil. I always make mine fresh, just oil, press in my garlic in, a little bit of salt, and that's it. For example, you can also add herbs to that oil if you want a little bit better, nicer spice or inspiration. I have white garlic from my dried white garlic from my grandma's garden, so I could also add that. That goes well with the with the garlic oil, and this has an interesting flavor. And so just adding a little bit of inspiration. You could, or salmon. I have tuna steak that I could fry and put on. So just a little bit experimental, because you always have something that you can put on pizza, like literally. And there is nothing that can go wrong. You can also make sweet pizza. Like, I just bought Nutella. I could make pizza dough, put Nutella on it. Strawberries are out, I guess, but I could put a fried apple on there, or banana, or raspberry, so that's also a little treat. And it takes actually no time, because the dough is made in 5 minutes. The recipe is super easy. Then it's rising at least 30 minutes, up to an hour, whatever you like. The great pizza recipes, they say let it rise for 24 hours. I've not done that yet, because I'm a little spontaneous with that right now. But if you make a pizza Sunday dinner, you can let that rise from Saturday evening to Sunday evening. That would be probably Italian style pizza dough or something like it. It's original. The original pizza dough is rising, and that's very good for your belly too. It's easy digestible. And you can, I love cold pizza too. You can bake that today and bring that for lunch tomorrow, or you can also slice it up thinly and then you eat that for while you're watching TV instead of chips, and then just crumb a little cheese on there and make it like pizza sticks or whatever and dip it into cheese sauce, or like there's so many things you can do with just one recipe. And I just love the idea with the pan, because I think the normal homemade pizza dough is a little bit boring, because what I love about pizza is the stone baked oven quality, and I don't have that obviously in my house, like in this old kitchen. But I found that with the pan, that is very nice, flavorful, crusty. Um, the um the the white bread that I'm making, this is a French style white bread that I'm making. I just got it from a blog, and this is also baked in the hot pan, and that gets very dark crust, and I love that. That's a lovely flavor for me, and a lovely white bread. And I made a naan bread, which is like Indian style. It's with chocolate. There's also yeast dough, but with chocolate, it's a very lovely flavor. And it is like this heat, and but the pizza is a little thinner, so I had more options with that dough. And the naan bread was very lovely, very thick, dark crust, very nice, flavorful, like absolute nice. Make that bread quickly if you want. If you eat salad and you don't have a bun in your house, or you don't have bread in your house, that is made in no time. It does not take an hour like the whole white bread would take. You can make a quick naan bread. You can put sesame seeds on there, or like dark sesame seeds. I don't know, black seeds. What is black sesame seeds? What's the name in English? I don't know. But you can use oriental flavors if you like it. You can always spice the bun. You can make a curried naan. You can make garam masala bun. You can make coriander bun, like naan in that case. So there are a lot of options with everything you like, and just make it your favorite. That's what I like about cooking. That's why I'm cooking, is I can eat exactly what I like and how I like it. And I do love getting out in a restaurant, like, but that's a treat for me. But I really love cooking. What I like is like cooking one day and the next day is off. Just preparing food for 2 days. But like on the third day, if I eat the same, I'm getting a little bit saturated. Like I don't crave the same food 3 times mostly. That's very rare. And yeah, that's me. So the pizza is not quite ready, but I'm gonna show you before I'm gonna end the stream. It looks like this in the end. So fresh and fried. It actually looks like homemade pizza, doesn't it? And for me, it does take just 5 more minutes until I think the dough is the way I like it. But you can make crunchy dough if you let it long inner. Can make a very less flavorful dough if you put it out earlier. It has less flavor. I love mine just cooked through and a little extra, because I want the crunchiness, a little bit of the crunchiness at least. And I love the dough in the pan. It's actually very nice, more interesting. Like I know I made it when I was like still in the city. I sometimes made very easy pizza just on a tray, and then put it into the oven and on a baking sheet. And there's a little bit of a boring pizza. It's a very dough heavy pizza. Like I don't always love that, even though it's fun for party or just any food. But like this pizza is my absolute favorite. So for me to you, try, if you make pizza, try it in a pan. You can add 2-3 pans into your oven. Like 2 would probably work for mine, but I don't have a pan that really makes great pizza and like does not, the pan holder will not be more than because I had one pan with a very plasticky pan holder that it smelled like it will start smelting, so I had to put it out again. And this is the best pan for that. So I'm waiting. Then I'm putting out the pizza, preparing the next pizza, putting that in, and I'm be eating the pizza, and then make that 4 more times. And if you have 2 pans, you save lots of time, obviously. Or you can just make one pizza, is your absolute liking. So just wanted to add the little pizza routine to the pizza dough video. And so yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you again, and thanks for commenting. Bye bye.